to another premium spirits review here on the K.O.E. Nation. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, Phil K.O.E., joined by my indomitable broadcast partner in inebriation, the one, the only,
Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe.
So, tonight, we are trying Irish whiskey, Hell Cat Maggie.
Yes.
Sounds like a jazz song from New Orleans. I like it.
Yeah, it's one I had recommended to me that they said if you like Jameson, this blows it out of the water. It's smoother and it's more affordable. So I didn't know much about it. Saw it based off a recommendation. Got it. I guess here on the back it says Hell Cat Maggie was a well-known criminal in Manhattan's 5 Points district and a member of the notorious Dead Rabbits gang. She was a fierce street fighter and actually filed her, excuse me, you can barely read this, filed her teeth and nails into points to better shred her opponent's skin.
Yeah, that would be somebody that...
That is a fun little story.
Wow. I don't know what that has to do with whiskey, but that is really cool.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice of branding there. Huh. Okay. Well, I have tried this. We did sample this while we were doing some podcasting. And
yeah, when we were in Chicken's 115-degree garage.
Oh, was that all?
Yeah.
So it was hard to get a good read on how good it was because it was basically just pouring out of us as it
was. Yeah, we didn't get drunk on it at all.
It's impossible.
What is the ABV? Unless it was 95%, we weren't getting drunk on it.
Yeah, this is only 40 ABV.
Oh, okay, so.
Yeah. No, not
very
that high.
Subdued cinnamon.
See, I see cinnamon, but also...
Oh, there's a lot there, but this is the first thing.
Almost, I hate to say it, but like a sulfuric. An almost sulfuric scent. I can't put my finger on what it would be.
Sulfur?
Well, I guess it could just be sulfur. Well, Irish whiskey's perfect for that.
Hey!
All right, well, let's see how it hits.
The same subdued cinnamon.
Yeah.
A bit of what you hate to say it, but honey. Bit of honey. I know I try to avoid it, but it's there. I can't ignore that there's a bit of honey, subdued cinnamon.
Like a droplet of honey. I wouldn't go much more.
Oh, it's not much.
Yeah. It's very subtle. That is, I would say you're probably right on that. It is a sweetness. It tastes cold. It's not cold. The bottle itself isn't chilled, but it tastes cold to me. I don't know. Do you get that at all?
Yeah. There's a minty coolness.
Yeah. It's surprisingly smooth, but it is a low ABV, so that's expected a bit. But yeah, it's a little light. I don't want to say crisp, but it's light. It's as if obviously the low ABV is attributed to that. It's if you took some Jameson and already added some water yourself.
Cereal grain.
There you go.
Go back in cereal grain. You'll find that in the nose, especially.
Okay, I agree. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I would agree with that. 100%.
I mean, is this Irish whiskey a unique blend of the finest Irish craftsmen? So this is of Irish and American know-how. So all right.
I assume that's why you get some of that light spiciness.
So yeah, this isn't single malt, so it's not just malted barley.
No.
So yeah, there is probably some cereal grain in there, and it comes through in the nose. Not as much in the palate, but definitely in the nose.
No, this is definitely much better, cooled off a bit. When I tried it before, it's very warm, and I think that diluted a lot of the flavor. So it's a little better chilled. And like I said, it's just room temperature chilled. So it's not like I put rocks on it or anything like that, but it's much better cooled. So I'm a little more impressed this time around.
So, as an Irish whiskey, cask age, and shelving. So we will start at Irish whiskey. 5-star scale, sir.
As an Irish, it is smooth. It's got some it's got some tones of Irish whiskey that I really like, but then it's also missing some things I like in an Irish whiskey. So I'm gonna give it a 3 on an Irish scale.
You know, I hate to agree, but I'm going to agree.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
3.
I think that's more
It's
fair.
a fine Irish. It's good,
Yeah.
but
Not exactly a traditional Irish.
No. Now, as a whiskey,
as a whiskey, it's very clean on the palate, which is nice if you're drinking neat. I could see putting this on the rocks. I don't really see this being that sought after as a whiskey cocktail. You could do it, and it would work.
Yes.
I wouldn't be reaching for this first, though.
And yes.
So
like, everything you said was absolutely correct.
I'm going to give this a...
Great on the rocks.
I'm going to give it a 3 as well on a whiskey scale.
Just because it's such an inviting palate and approachable.
Yeah.
I'm going to disagree with you, and I'm going to give this 3.5. I actually like this as a whiskey. Just straight up whiskey. I like this. I think it's a good one. As a cask-aged spirit, against all the reposado tequilas and a lot of the rums, bourbons, scotches, Canadian whiskeys, what have you.
I'm going to be harsher on that one for sure. Let's go 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
As cask aged.
You know, it's not, I don't feel like this took nearly as intricate amount of detail work and master blending and distilling to come up with this product. So I got to be a little harsher on that one.
I've spoiled you with Richard Patterson's masterpieces.
That's fair. That is fair.
As a whiskey or as a cask age, I'm gonna be a little more generous than you. I'm gonna give this a 3.
Okay.
I think again, it's a good whiskey. Just if you understand it for that,
yeah.
It's good, neat, good on the rocks.
Yeah, you don't have to tell anybody if this is an Irish or you explain its origin. Yeah.
What did this cost you?
This was under 25.
Oh yeah,
it's a value
that's a
buy.
Good value bottle. So Shelby.
Honestly, I pulled this off my middle. I almost expected it to go on the bottom after my first encounter with it. This was a much nicer tasting. I'd say middle.
For me, it could go on either the middle or the bottom, depending on which one had more room.
Actually, now I think about it, it did come off my bottom because, yes, my middle is quite full. So now I'm going to have to make some room on the middle for it.
Oh!
But if I did have to move something down, this would probably be one of the first ones I went to grab.
Excuse me.
It's nice, it's smooth, but it is a value whiskey.
So, when this bottle is empty, will you seek another?
Oh, this would be a bottle I would go out and pick up the day of if I was going out to play poker that night. You know, you don't want to drag a nice bottle of scotch and drink the entire thing sitting there playing cards all night. This would be great for that. This probably isn't one that I'm going to have boasting on my shelving, but it is one I would take for a long night of drinking and playing cards or that sort of thing.
It's a good well whiskey.
Yeah.
Just a good, hey, everybody, let's have a drink.
Yeah.
You get a drink. You get a drink. It's good for those occasions. So I don't know if I would personally seek this bottle out unless I found it for a tremendous value. Of course, then yes, I would. It's a good value whiskey, but I don't know if I would keep one around because I know there's a good chance this guy will probably have one around. So, well, Tony, anything you'd like to say about Hell Cat Maggie?
No, it's much better the second time around. I'm glad I got it.
So, folks, as I'm going to say around here, all that being said, this has been our review of Hell Cat Maggie Irish Whiskey. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, Phil K.O.E. signing off and handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
Tony G. Thanks for watching.
Whoa!
Perfect timing.